My laptop got stupid shit today. Hi, kiddies. Guess what I did today? I voted! Yay! First time voting for president because I'm 20, so like last time I voted I was 16. I'm not allowed to vote. Also, told you I was gonna do it. A blue ribbon. Haven't actually worn it every day because I left it in the washer on one of my shirts. I mean, I have more ribbon. I'm just lazy ass and haven't done it. I know this video is about my relationship or lack thereof or whatever, so I will get to that. But I will say that I'm proud that outside of 2 meals, which I had excuses for, I've taken all of my shots the past week. Taken all my shots. I have not drank pop. Didn't workout. I haven't done that. Tried to do push-ups one day and barely made to 10. Like, I am so out of shape. I'm skinny as hell and I'm sick, but I am out of shape. Like, I have not really worked out in the longest. Actually, I did over the summer, but whatever. And then that was my other goal. But on to the topic of this video. So, most of you who watch this actually know me. So, for most of you, you already know this story. But I was dating this guy. I don't know if I've said his name before. If I haven't, you won't know it. I'm not going to say it now. If you already know it, then you already know it. Don't want to put his bits out. Not like this is actually watched by people, but whatever. We had been together for almost 4 months. 4 years, my bad. 4 years. He and I didn't really see eye and eye when it came to relationships. Like, we're 2 hours apart because he's home, where in my hometown, Cincinnati, and I am at school. Just 2 hours away, Columbus, Tennessee, Westville, which he corrects me because no one knows where Westville is. And yeah, so pretty much he has serious trust issues, which I won't lie, I haven't really. Okay, shut up. I haven't really helped. Like, I've done stuff like I admit I have a very flirty personality. Like, I just get along with dudes better than females. I'm moving my hands. Yeah, can't do this. The color got better. But yeah, so I get along with dudes more than I do females, and it's easy for me to hang out with dudes, so I tend to do that, which he doesn't actually like. Found out part of the reason he doesn't trust me is because his ex is 4 years ago. Almost 5 years ago. Cheated on him. The chick he dated for 2 months. Didn't even know his first month. Cheated on him, and the one before that cheated on him and got pregnant. Keep in mind, they were together for maybe 2 or 3 months. I've had 4 years. Well, technically December made 4 years. Yeah, so we had been having issues because of his trust, and like there's 2 people he doesn't want me talking to. One of them is my ex, who's been my best friend since we were like 14 years old. Like, I can understand why, but my ex has also been in Korea for the past year. Yeah, been in Korea. Like, I can't even see this man, so I don't know what you're threatening by. And the other one is a friend of mine who goes to another school who likes me. I don't like them back, like, in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's literally platonic. Like, you know how people will grow up and say, like, oh, that's my brother, and just sleep with them? No, I literally grew up with people calling people my brother so that, like, I actually saw you as family. Like, I didn't hang out with females. Like, I'm the oldest of 3, technically 4 kids, and my younger siblings are all boys. And I'm literally my dad's only daughter and favorite son. And I said that to him, and he didn't even deny it. He said, don't say it too loud, my brother's my crush. So, I'm the chosen one. That's the point of this video. But pretty much, we've broken up before, and it's been, like, on and off over stupid stuff, but it's been, like, a year since we've broken up, I think. And I was actually really shocked because yes, we have been talking about breaking up because we've been having issues, we've been fighting a lot, like a lot, and we've talked about it, so it's been up in the air. But then I thought things were okay again, and I've been on this whole thing of trying to figure out who the hell I am and make myself happy. And he has a lot of negative views toward me. I don't want to put him out there and say what he said, but pretty much I've been called an easy slut. I've been called a Barbie who disrupts stuff for other people. Like, he gets really evil when he gets pissed off, which I can't just put it all on him. I can say some mean things when we fight and when I'm mad, but at the same time, I'm not taking them back the next day. When I say my shit, I hold on to my shit, whereas 2 days later, he's crying and apologizing. I didn't mean it. And it's like, you can't take back what you said to me because now you're hurting me and my image of me. Like, this, apparently, I look single right now. Because of this shirt and because of this choker, I look single right now. I didn't know you could dress single. That's what he told me when he broke up with me, is that I started dressing single. I have a friend on campus that I hang out with. Like, when I even stopped talking to the people who wanted me to, and I was still treated like a slut and all this other stuff. And apparently it's because I started hanging out with this guy who completely platonic, and because I hung out in his room like 2 or 3 times and didn't text him back immediately. I don't know what you're doing. Why does that mean I'm cheating? Why does that mean I'm sick with anybody else? Like, are you for real? You know who I've had. I've had you and one other person when we broke up last year. I have not been with anybody else. What the fuck? But whatever. And I'm like, okay, so he basically told me like choose the other 2 dudes or choose him. And in his mind, it's those are 2 options. I'm like, for me, I'm choosing myself because like I want me to be happy. Like, I don't understand why you keep seeing them as a threat. Like, if you trust me, you know that you're the only person for me. Like, I don't want anybody else. Like, I told my friend who likes me, has a crush on me, like, even if like you professed your love and freaking got down on one knee and freaking proposed to me in the most gorgeous way known to man, I will laugh in your face because you are not my man. I love one person and that's all I want to be with. Like, that's it. Like, I mean, we've talked about like me possibly like hooking up with a chick or whatever, which I don't remember if I said this. I'm bi curious. I've never hooked up with a girl, so I don't want to fully claim it, and I have a tendency to want things that I haven't had. So there's that. But that's another story. Yeah. So she ended it very angrily, outburst, whatever. And I was thrown off. I was literally in the library and I'm doing work, and I could tell there's been a difference with him, and he kept asking me questions. But he also had a lot of things going on in his life, which is personal to him, so I'm not going to go put that out there. But I'm like, talk to me. What's going on? Like, is it this? Is it that? Like, what's up? You've been weird all week. Just tell me. And then he just goes off and says all of this, and yeah, pretty much ended it. He doesn't want to be with me and my niggas, and I'm like, what niggas? Whatever. So he broke up with me. It was a train wreck for a while. We got really good at putting on a old face, but I didn't take it well. And like 2 days later, he had like called me at like 3 o'clock in the morning, leaving a voicemail how much he loves me, and he apologized that he wants to be an adult now and own up to what he said, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm not doing the cycle again. Like, you can't just say whatever you want to me and lash out on me and all this other shit. Then apologize and think about some money back. So basically told him off, and yeah, that was that. We are still talking. The weekend he came here, I mean, the weekend after he broke up with me, he came here so I can help him with something, and then kind of had a run in with the law. So I'm gonna say on that note, we had a little stumbling. So I kind of like threw the whole idea of us broken up out the window. Cause like I've been by this man's side for almost 4 years. Like, I'm not about to just, like, not be here for you now. Like, yes, you ripped my heart in two, like, 4 days ago, but you know what? Like, fuck it. You still my baby. Like, you're mine. Like, I'm not about to just let you sit here and hurt and go through this by yourself. So he ended up staying here longer than expected, which was fine. And we continued talking after that, and it was like kind of okay. Like, our whole dynamic is weird because we'll talk and we like still say stuff and like talk every day. Not as much anymore, but yeah, and whatever. So he came here this past weekend to deal with said legal issue, and stayed here. And the first night here, he had like emotional breakdown because he didn't know how to even be near me. Like, do I hug you? Do I kiss you? Do I just like lay here or whatever? And it's like I completely understand that. And like when I've been going to counseling, and one thing we talk about is stop thinking so much of what you should and shouldn't do. So it's kind of the first step of that was me taking into account of our dynamic. So for me, I think it's easier for us to be broken up because it's like if we do this, then oh well. Like, yes, you are my ex. It's getting used to saying if you are my ex, but at the same time, it's like I love you. Like, mentally, I know that we're broken up, but like in my heart belongs to you. So I've also been with 4 freaking years. My body's accustomed to you. I naturally hug you. I naturally kiss you. Like, so we ended up like going to. He took me to IHOP, and I kept talking, joking about the fact that it was technically a date. He was like, no, it's just friendly outing. And then like we went to the movie and got Chinese. Like, there was one day he got me Subway, and I was like, kind of like weird, but like cool, and like shit happened between us when we were alone, and it's like, where do you go from here? Like, I was waiting honestly for as soon as he went back home and left here, shit hit the wall again, because that's what happens when together we're great. We're perfectly freaking fine. Like, I love him. That is my baby. Like, and my focus isn't on anybody else when we're together physically. When we're apart, it becomes he on some stupid shit, I'm on some whatever, just we bump heads, and it's annoying, and it's stressful. So we know that we're not together. Actually, I took it back. I know that we're not together. I don't know if he completely accepted it, and I feel like how I'm reacting to it all and his reaction, I'm afraid that I'm hurting him. Like, right now, we kind of got into it this morning because he thinks that I'm over him. I'm like, weren't you were just here like 3 days ago? How am I over you? You were just in my bed, and we were just talking about this, that, and the third, and how we're still gonna celebrate our 40th anniversary, and what do you want? And you have to pay this, so we're gonna celebrate it later. Just do our anniversary and Christmas together because our anniversary is December 2nd, and Christmas is obviously December 25th. So because of the stuff we have to pay for, I was doing it later, and I'm like, cool, like, we still planning on our anniversary like a couple fucking days ago. And today I finally, or technically last night, but finally figured out what I'm doing for our anniversary. And like whatever. And I guess his excuse was that I'm not talking to him as much, and I'm not saying I love you that much or whatever. And it's like, okay, you don't text me first anymore. You wait for me to text you. I don't text people unless I have some shit to say or probably got fucking bored. And him and I suck at communication. Like, we literally say LOL for like 3 hours. We have nothing else to say. It's literally, what you doing? What's on your mind? How you doing? LOL all damn day. That's it. That's our conversation. Unless we're fighting. Or if we find some shit on Facebook to like joke about or whatever. But that's pretty much our dynamic, our life, and it's like, I don't think he realizes I'm no longer obligated to talk to him all day because we're not together anymore. Like, if I don't want to talk to you, I don't have to talk to you. And it's like, it's not even, he takes it to a personal offense. Like, it's not even sometimes I don't want to talk to you, like, I just don't want to talk. in general. Like I sent him something this morning because it was like a little stitch that had stitch, then like a pink one. They said like I'll always be here for you, or I'll always be with you, whatever. And I wasn't trying to start a conversation. I just thought it was cute. Like I wanted to send it to him, and I literally woke up, was doing food, and go back to bed. That was it. And he was talking, and he was like, "How'd you sleep?" I'm like, "Okay." "Do you have any dreams?" Can't remember. "But I'm gonna go and not bother you." Okay, not. I'm not saying whatever. So pretty much, we're not together because we don't see eye to eye. Because we only work when we're physically together. Um, he does not trust me, and I feel I think we can both agree he's not the man he wants to be yet, and I feel like he's not the man I need him to be, nor do I feel like I'm the woman he needs me to be. Like we're both very iffy, like we're 20 years old, we're gonna make mistakes, and I also feel like I'm at a point in my life where I just wanna have fun and figure out myself and whatever. No, that doesn't mean I'm fucking everybody. No, that means I'm trying to date anybody else, and no, it means whatever. I mean, like I do want to experiment. Now that I'm single, I can. But trying to keep my fucking But yeah, like I love him with all my heart, and he thinks I'm getting over him, and it's like not really. I mean, like it's been 3 weeks since we broke up. The only thing different is I've accepted it that we're not together, and whatever happens, happens. Like I'm not about to go here. Like I literally told one of my friends yesterday that I had broken up, but he decided to hit on me, and I'm like, no, me being single doesn't mean I'm available. Like me and Cameron have already talked about it. Pretty much, we end up dating other people. We're probably just gonna cheat on them with each other, so there's no point in dating anybody else. Like I literally had a dream when I had a nap that I had a girlfriend and he had came over for some reason. I think we were supposed to do a double date, but his girlfriend didn't even come, and me and him ended up having sex in my bathroom. Like we were meant to be with someone, we were meant to be with them, but I honestly don't know if our timing is right. Like he needs to figure stuff out with his life. I need to figure stuff out with my life. I thought we could do it together, but with the whole 2 hours apart, it's just not working. And I've come to terms with it. Like he's not mine anymore. Like Friday, I had taken the phone like during when he was fixing things and like looked through it. And yes, I felt some type of way that he was talking to like 2 other chicks. I mean, I found out later on that it was his friends who took his phone and was messaging them and told them to leave it there so I could see it and get jealous. Which I'll admit, I did feel some type of way at first, but at the same time, it was like he's not mine for me to say anything. I shouldn't have even gone through his phone because he's not mine for me to have that right to his property. Like it's just not what we are to each other anymore. And I still love him with all my heart. Do I see a future with him still? Honestly, I don't see much in the future for myself right now. I think I've been so focused on the here and the now and figuring out like my next move and what I'm doing to for my mental health because I might have anxiety, maybe. Thought it was depressed, it might be anxiety. But yeah, and there's a lot of like I had a breakdown. Well, I was crying something relative to a lot of stuff that I need to figure out. Like I need someone to be my rock, and I'm tired of being the strong one. So he needs to figure stuff out so he can be my rock instead of I guess we could be each other's rock, but like his life is so chaotic that literally the past couple of years I kind of put aside everything that I've felt, everything that I've gone through, and whatever. He'll get mad at me for not telling him, or I'll go to like my best friend and tell her, and it's like I don't want to be an extra burden to you. That's what I feel sometimes. Like I feel like I'm just an extra problem in his life that he has to deal with. Like, he says that I bring him light or whatever, but I'm like, but then you tell me how much I hurt you and how evil I am, and I'm just gonna cheat on you, or I haven't cheated on you, or you haven't cheated on me yet. Why is there a yet in there? Why are you expecting me to cheat on you? Like, whatever, but guess he doesn't have to worry about that now. Me and him are no longer together. It's not like I'm not half in bed with another dude. I mean, it's been 3 weeks now, and I'm not really interested in anybody else. But yeah, that's the insane thing of my relationship. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was really pissed off this morning when he had to say that I was getting over him because I don't talk to him that much. We don't have many conversations, and I was like, I love you. I'm like, okay, you don't text me. Conversations have always been that way. We have just settled to continue to have the pointless conversations. And saying I love you, I'm like, you told me that the person who leaves the conversations is to say that I love you when they leave. And normally you're the one who's leaving. So you're not saying it, and if you haven't been saying it, if you want me to say it, I'll say it back when you say it, or whatever. Like, yeah. Him questioning the fact that I love him has been a big issue. Oh, forgot to mention, there was one time, I think this was actually the first weekend he was here. Yeah, I believe it was the first weekend he was here, and we haven't broken up, and he's going off on me about blah blah blah, and basically running my life and telling me that if we get back together, I don't want to hear the niggas' names anymore. If they message you, don't respond, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, one, it's my decision to get back with you. If I decide to get back with you, you left me. Stop acting like it's been the other way around. Like, I'm tired of him acting like he's a victim and he's hurting on other shit. Like, when he broke up with me, he was off Snapchat drinking and how much he missed me, going at people, whatever. Like, you left me. So, that doesn't make sense. But you can't control my life, especially, you couldn't control my life when we were together. I was letting you, but then still trying to find a way to figure out myself. We're not even together anymore. You're still trying to control my life. Why would I go back to you right now? You asking me, would I go back to you, or will I wait for you when you go join the Marines or whatever? Nigga, we're not together. You ended it. You left me. You straight up left me, and I'm like, if you confused by that, I still have the messages of when you broke up with me. So let's not confuse the situation. Like, I'm the one doing blah 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 when you're the one who made us single. But that's the insanity of that's the insanity of my current situation. Can't really call it a relationship. We're not together anymore. Yeah, when I went to my SWE conference, I was talking to someone about him, and I could call him by whatever. And they called him by his name. So it's like, I can't call you my boyfriend if you're not my boyfriend. But it hurts to call you my ex. Like, I never thought that I would be in a situation where you would be my ex. Like, I literally saw you as my husband, the future father of my kids. Like, we talked about having kids. And, like, had our 3 kids, we're going to have, it'll be a boy named KJ, it'll be Cameron Jr., a girl named Jasmine, and we would fight over the last boy because he wanted Kevin. I like the name Keith. Yes, that's Kendrick. I don't like Kendrick as a name. Kendrick Lamar is great and all, but I don't want my son's name to be Kendrick. But yeah, it just hit me out of nowhere. So I'm handling it much better, and I think that the more I handle it better, the more he falls apart. And I'm not seeing why. But yeah, I know, bored you guys for like 45 minutes. Kind of interesting, I guess. You know, like, kind of sort of interesting. Next week is Dougie's Day, so definitely be talking about that and telling you guys my story. You guys decide to watch it. But yeah, bye.